All right, so we got a rematch from earlier this season, man, when Stephon Diggs made his return to Buffalo. It was masterclass from the Patriots. Patriots are the number one team in, I believe, the whole entire NFL, which is crazy, right? Like, who would have expected that? You know, uh, Mike Vrabel as their head coach, taking over from the Titans. Didn't have that much success over there. Not sure they even made the playoffs. But, taking over this team, having them as 11-2 is amazing. But they're going against MVP Josh Allen. And get off this, bro. Every video I have to say this, and I don't understand. Like, why are you still on the screen? Get off the screen. But the Bills rivalry game, and they're trying to avenge their loss to the Patriots. I think I said in another video that I got the Bills making the Super Bowl since the Chiefs are knocked out now. So actually, I think I said it in that video. But yeah, like I understand, the Patriots, they're having a good year and whatnot, but I don't know if they got what it. Ooh. Going out the trick plays. Yeah, I don't know if they got what it takes, man. I do like Travion Henderson though. That is a good pickup. Drake May. No, I don't know where bro came from. Like, obviously I know where he came from, but like this man just came from out of nowhere, and like he's looking like one of the top QBs in AFC. Great blocking on the edge. Everybody reaching for the tackle, bro. I mean, I understand the stiff arm, but if you see that ball carrier's arm go out for a stiff arm, you need to knock their arm out the way, preferably backwards for them to throw off their momentum and then run through the tackle. Great ball placement. Travion Henderson. I remember when he was not getting no snaps. Well, not snaps, but like he wasn't getting the ball at all in the beginning of the season. Now, this man just going crazy, bro. I don't even know who would be Rookie of the Year this year. I'm trying to think. Am I that out of tune with the NFL that I can't even Emeka Ibuka. Definitely one of them. Who else? Obviously, Cam Ward ain't having a great year. Can't even say his name because the Browns are complete ass. I don't know. I think Emeka Ibuka still wins it. Hey, that running back wheel route is always crucial in the red zone, man. It always, I'm not going to say it always works, but usually the corner on the outside is going to run with the wide receiver. Oh, they didn't even have a corner out there. It was just two tight ends. Yeah, anybody who goes from the outside or the outermost guys and they run drags or slants or in routes, they're most likely going to drag the corner safety with them That running back wheel is always open. Is he inbounds? Oh, they're saying out. Okay. Oh, the time didn't even move. Oh, the clock operator's cheating. That could have been a whole 6-second play. But they want to wind it down to 2 when the ref's not looking. That's crazy. All right, you're up 24-7. There's no way you can blow this lead, right? Oh my gosh. You're the number 1 team in the NFL. You're up 17 points. You got their foot on the net. Tackle was a little too high, but not a little, a lot of too high, but he made the tackle, I guess. Josh Allen, man, probably the best dual threat QB in the league right now, man. I understand everybody gonna say Lamar, but the fact that Lamar is trying to go more pocket passing rather than actual running, you know. But then again, you know, running takes a lot out of you, so. Yeah, definitely across. Definitely across. The Bills defense, they might be better this year than they were last year. Definitely down. Definitely down. And then you would think, like, they lose Gabe Davis. They lose Stephon Diggs. You know, their next best receiver was Shakir. He's still on the team. But after you lose them two, you draft Coleman. You know, you still got Kincaid. You still got Knox. But you would think, you know, without your 2 best wide receivers, that, you know, the team would kind of go downhill and whatnot. But Josh Allen is showing that it don't matter what receivers you put out there. A good quarterback, it don't matter what receivers you put out there, they're going to be able to get the ball to them and, you know, make plays and win games. That to me is a good quarterback. Oh, that's a touchdown. For sure. Knees are still up. Yeah, that's a touchdown. All right, 24-21. Can't get no worse than this, right? This guy reminds me of Ben Jarvis Green now. Oh, he threw a punch. Well, not a punch, an open hand strike. Davius White goes back to the Bills and becomes the lockdown corner again. Step up. Yeah. He's probably the most complete quarterback. He has the arm to throw the ball 80 yards. He's somewhat decently fast. You know, he can. That's a. What do they call it? Well, because, you know, a tie-up automatically goes to the offense, which I think is dumb. If a defender grabs the ball, right, he gets his hands on the ball first, and then the wide receiver just comes out of nowhere and just like if the defender grabs the ball, right, has the ball about to bring it in, and then a wide receiver just comes out of nowhere, goes for the ball, and then they start wrestling for the ball, it's the wide receiver's ball. It literally makes no sense for the tie-up thing. But like if both guys get it, look at Drake May with the running downfield blocking. I see you. That's what you like to see out of your quarterbacks, you know? You really don't see that a lot out of your quarterbacks. Like, look, he already bootlegging. Oh, he bringing it back this way. Okay, let me get downfield. Let me help my guy. Let me help my guy. Let me just get in the way. You know, I like that. But Tre'Davious White, he needs to lay that boy out. Even though he wasn't going to make the tackle, he need to lay out Drake May a little bit, bro. Good patience. That's that Le'Veon Bell run right there. Look, hold on. Right now, this safety needs to run that alley right there. You have help with him. So all you gotta do is run close to 64. Run close to 64. Because if he bounces out, you got him right here. You must run that alley. If you don't run the alley, this is what happens. You're reaching now. You're out of position. You're gonna dive, and you can't dive against Cook unless you really hit him in the leg. Like, look. Look, matter of fact, back it up. All right, look. So right now, his mindset is, all right, Cook is going to go here. That's his mindset. That's what he thinks. Right? He just fully focused on Cook running there. He's not looking at this guy here at all either. But there's also a possibility that Cook can go this way, but why would he when he got this guy right there? So that is not an option, right? So the only place Cook can go is back out here, but you got him there. In here, but you also have him. So now it's just a complete read off between y'all two, where y'all gotta read what does this blocker do. This blocker has already shown that he's out of position, right? To block him outwards. He's already showing that he's out of position to do that. So with his stance right now, the only thing he can do, especially with the linebacker already committing to running in, is block him that way. So then what does that mean? That means you got him filling in here, and then you should be running this alley right down there, and this touchdown would not even happen right now. So that's what happens when you don't run the alley, man. Gotta run the alley. Yeah, that's bad blocking. Yeah, the receiver, he started 1 yard off the line of scrimmage, got blown up 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and let the guy rip inside of him. I mean, shock and then rip inside of him. So, pause. Great deflection. Not sure why you would even go for it down there, and you have 3 timeouts. Just punt the ball away. Anyways, so that drops the Patriots down to 11-3, and then with the Broncos winning their game, they're 12-2. But Patriots are still ahead of the Bills in obviously in the division by 1 game. Let's actually go look at it real quick. So they're ahead by 1 game. The Patriots have the Ravens next Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a tough game because the Ravens are still they're still in contention for their division. Right now, the Steelers are 7-6. I think they remain first place whether they win or even if they lose because I don't know if they split. Did they split? I know the Steelers won the last one. Okay, so they haven't played yet. So with the Steelers winning the last one, they still have the head-to-head over the Ravens. So that game is going to be even tougher. Then they have the Jets and the Dolphins, which both should be winnable games for them. It all depends on what does the Broncos do with the rest of their games as far as them being able to take back the #1 spot. But the Bills got the Browns. Should be an easy win. Then they got a tough game with the Eagles, who is still... I mean, I think the Eagles can still make the playoff. Well, obviously, now, hear me out. Listen. So the Cowboys, even though the Cowboys lost their game against the Vikings, the Cowboys can still make the playoffs by winning the division. But what they need is for the Eagles to lose the rest of their games, which they play the Commanders twice, and then I think the Giants, I literally just said they played the Bills. They played the Commanders twice, and then in the Bills. They have to lose all 3 of those games, and I don't think Jaden Daniels is playing. So, but anyways, back to the Bills. Who do the Bills play? Bills. Yeah, so the Bills should be good. They are 6 right now. 2 games ahead of the Colts. They're definitely in the playoffs. So football is gearing down, but playoff race is warming up. You know, it's going to be a crazy finish. But like I said, I got the Bills winning it all. The Bills probably play the Eagles, or they might play the maybe play the 49ers. I don't got the Eagles running it back, so I don't know. But anyways, I'm out of here, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.